Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Paula with Paula's Imperfect Plans. Today I'm going through and we are going to close out our December 29th paycheck budget as we are going into the next payday. So we are closing this budget out. Realized I didn't have a pen that I wanted, but we'll go with this. Okay. So we'll just jump right in, go through these categories and look at how much we've spent. So my pay actually ended up being $13.55.01. Typically I'm a little more certain on our payday or our paycheck amounts, but this, was our third paycheck of the month. This was a magic month, so there are deductions that don't come out for us, and we've both had wages change since the last time we had a magic month, so I was not sure what our net would end up being. My husband's was $15.86.30. And then let's see, we had some interest in our just local checking account that we use, and that was $441. Nothing was budgeted. And then I call these my roundups, which I have explained every time, so sorry to anyone for whom that's confusing or for whom it's a repeat. So when I do spending on my credit card and then I pay it back from my cash envelopes, if my total is $13.86, I put $14 in, and so the roundups is a total of basically just all the the differences between the cash that I put back into the account and what actually needs to go on the card. So it just kind of adds up in there. So my roundups, this pay period was $629. Excuse me. So that is our whole, that's all of our sources of income for this pay period, which brings our total to $229.52.01 as our total income. So if we come down to our fixed expenses for this pay period, we did not, hang on a second, I just want to check something. All right, so our fixed expenses, I ended up doing $0 for a donation for this pay period, so that was correct. I paid $903 on our property taxes for 6 months. The before school program, ended up being $30. That was a little over budget. I put $40 on our kids' insurance premiums, and I put $50 on the school lunch account, which brings our fixed expenses to $1,023, which leaves us with $1929.01 left to budget as we move down to our variable expenses. So as you'll see watching this, we have, okay, so a lot of changes here. 165 went for groceries this pay period, 100 went to eating out, 50 went into beauty, 50 went into drinks, 0 went into household because I actually made that a sinking fund. 140 went to our allowance, which is our just free spending money for my husband and I. Nothing went to church and chores. Family fun was $20. Car washes was $15. Work meals was nothing for work meals this pay period. And massage ended up being nothing as well. So for the work meals and massage, it was just like I didn't need them during this pay period. For groceries, we just hadn't grocery shopped like the week of Christmas, like leading up to the 29th. And so we had $115 in cash. And so I just topped it up to the $280 that we typically budget. So that's the reason for that. So 1929, 01 and 540 was the total of our variable expenses then. So that leaves us with 1389.01 left to budget as we move on up to our sinking funds. So for the rest of this year, which is still what we were in during this pay period, or the rest of 2023, I guess, we don't have, I wasn't doing anything for Christmas, nothing for LP. I did do $75 in the 100 envelope challenge, which goes into our travel sinking fund. It goes right online, right into the high yield. Same thing with $20 for kids and $400 for gas, $25 for vehicles, all of that. And then for the 52-week challenge, I do 53 per pay period. That goes right into my emergency fund, also in the high yield. Set aside $300 for the project costs that we're still waiting on the final bill for. My Google, my workout program, both fully funded. $0 in medical. I'm going to start saving for that in 2024. And then cash envelopes. So I'm going to come down to our cash envelopes. Those are our sinking funds, savings challenges, which fund our their savings challenges funding our cash sinking funds. So $216 was what we budgeted. So I had that. I also took the $40 from miscellaneous that I decided not to use on a miscellaneous cost. That went towards that. The $115 that I didn't put for grocery cash went into this category instead. The $60 for massage, the $40 for household, and then because we were another $41 because our income was more than what we thought it was going to be. Only 26 though. But anyway, so we ended up with $512 into savings challenges and cash sinking funds, which puts our savings cost here at the sinking funds total at $1384. Which leaves $5.01 going down into the other category, kind of our miscellaneous. So that leaves us with the buffer. I put 31 cents to the buffer for whatever reason. And actually, so that leaves us with 470. So I will probably just add this to this is all changed. So I'm going to put $1 to the buffer, and I'm going to put 4 in extra savings challenges, which is going to leave us with 501, which will leave us with a zero-based budget. So, whoops. I'm going to show you. So I really went through when we got paid, and I took the total all the way down, and I had 31 cents left from our paycheck. And so I just put that like in a buffer category immediately. And then, as we added cash in and interest in and other things during the pay period, we ended up with, I can kind of just show you how I do that here to close it out without showing everything. So I put cash in and cash out, covering all of these things. So it comes down here and I'm at 470, which is what I would have had. It's unfortunate to put it over here to the to the other side, but because now I have none of it. But so I was going to take 70 cents and put that towards the buffer, which leaves us with $4, and then I will pull out the last $4 and just put them into, kind of roll them into savings challenges for this next pay period. But also, okay, so I did the math for our paycheck here all the way down to, I had 31 cents after I paid everything that I planned to pay, so I put that into the buffer, and then now I'm adding this additional 70 cents, which is where I got $1.01 going towards that. So I know that that's probably confusing to other people, but it makes a whole lot of sense to me, so that is how I continue to do it. So that is where our money went from this, the final paycheck of the year, which was a magic month paycheck, so we got to save a lot more than we usually do. But anyway, so if you have any questions or comments, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time.